Let's talk about the best options for a standalone webcam to get better video quality in your recordings. Using a dedicated webcam will usually get you better video quality than the built-in camera on your laptop or monitor and desktop computer. But there are many factors in choosing a webcam. Some of the specs you'll see when shopping for a webcam is resolution, whether it's 720, 1080p, or even 4K. Frame rate can vary from 24, 30, or 60 frame rates. Other factors include its autofocus ability, low light, its angle of view, making sure it can get enough of you in the image. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison with multiple webcams so you can decide which is best for your needs. For all of our camera comparisons, we're going to keep the same lighting and use the built-in microphones for each webcam. This way you can see and hear the quality of each webcam by itself. The first option is the Anker PowerConf C200. It's a very compact portable camera and it's only about $60. This camera can actually capture up to 2K video at 30 frames per second, and it has an adjustable angle so you can actually make it wider or narrower field of view. It is made out of plastic, but it has the autofocus, pretty good in low light, and good accompanying software. It also has USB-C for connectivity, and you can mount this to a tripod using that on the bottom of the camera, and it folds out so it can actually sit on a display or laptop lid. A nice little feature too is this camera has a built-in privacy hood, so you can move this switch over to actually open the camera lens, and when you're done using it, you can switch this over to make sure the camera can't see anything. In the software, you can adjust the resolution all the way down to 360p, which is standard definition, or up to 2K resolution. You can change the angle of view, making it narrower or wider as needed. And you do get other settings like brightness, saturation, and auto white balance, or you can set it manually yourself. This is a test of the Anker PowerConf C200. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content with remote guests. Another option is the Logitech C920x. It's about $70, 1080p, and up to 30 frames per second. This camera does have a dual mic array, which gives you a little better sound quality, has a 78-degree field of view, but it has good autofocus and low light correction. It does have a place where you can mount it to a tripod or open the clamp to put it on a display or laptop. Unfortunately, it still comes with USB-A instead of USB-C. Depending on the age of your laptop, you might actually prefer this, or you might need an adapter to go from USB-A to a more modern USB-C connection. The Logitech software is pretty flexible. You can go into the video settings and choose either video filters or actually adjust things like brightness, contrast, and sharpness manually here in the software. And you can actually zoom or crop into the image, although this is different than the Anker camera. You're actually losing resolution as you zoom in as opposed to the angle adjustment in the Anker software. This is a test of the Logitech C920x Pro. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content online and with remote guests. Another good option from Logitech is the Logitech StreamCam. This camera is about $160, but it has a glass lens and gives you a little better video quality than some of the other options. The Logitech StreamCam does max out at 1080p resolution, but 60 frames per second, has that glass lens, 78-degree field of view, has good autofocus and software. It does come with a USB-C cable for connection. Unfortunately, both of these Logitech webcams don't allow you to remove the cable from the back of the camera, making it a little less portable, and if anything happens to the cable, you're kind of out of luck. You can't replace it or use a different cable. That's as opposed to the Anker and Opal C1 camera that we'll talk about in a minute that has a USB-C connection, but you can separate the cable from the camera and makes it a little more portable. The Logitech StreamCam does allow you to remove the camera from its case, and you can change the angle, maybe if you want to go vertical, but there's no way to mount it to a tripod. You only have this clamping mechanism for a monitor or laptop. The Logitech StreamCam uses the same software as the C920x, still gives you all the same controls over brightness, contrast, exposure, and more. This is a test of the Logitech StreamCam. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content online and with remote guests. The final standalone USB webcam option is the Opal C1. This is actually a high-end webcam. It costs $300, and you have to join a waiting list to be able to buy it. We have a full comparison between the Opal C1 and using your iPhone as a webcam. You can check that video out above or in the link in the video description. The Opal C1 does have this nice little magnetic attaching lens cover, very nice hardware, has USB-C connector on the back, and you can remove it, and you can not only clamp it to your laptop screen, but you can unscrew this and then mount the camera itself to a tripod. The Opal C1 does have up to 4K video resolution, really good microphones, up to 60 frames per second, a 78-degree angle field of view, and some special features like face tracking and gestures to activate recording. The Opal C1 webcam software is still in beta, but it gives you lots of options like choosing your resolution and manual controls over brightness, exposure, saturation, and more. Again, it does have special features like its gesture control, whether toggling the camera on or off, that you can control just by throwing up a hand sign. This is a test of the Opal C1 Webcam. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content online and with remote guests. Now you also have the option of just using the built-in webcam on your computer. If you have a laptop or a desktop with a built-in webcam, you'll probably have okay quality. Many of them are 720p at 30 frames per second, but depending on your age of laptop or computer, you might get good quality like on a recent computer or not so good. So look at your computer's model to see specifically. If you're using a newer MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, those do have 1080p webcams up to 60 frames per second, and there's a lot of computational photography going into making the picture look as good as possible. We're going to give you an example of the Studio Display built-in webcam directly from Apple. This is a test of the Apple Studio Display webcam. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content online and with remote guests. And while it's not a built-in or standalone webcam, using your iPhone or other mobile device for your webcam will probably get you the best quality you can get with a device you already have. Mounting a mobile device to a tripod and then using software to connect to your computer and use as a webcam, or you can use Riverside's secondary camera feature to get the video from your mobile device totally wirelessly, not even connected to your computer. We have a whole video using your iPhone as a secondary camera. You can check out that link above, and it also works with Android devices. This is a test of the iPhone 14 Pro built-in camera and microphone. Riverside is the best way to record high-quality video and audio content online and with remote guests. But if you're still looking for a dedicated webcam option, the Logitech StreamCam coming in at around $150 to $160 might be the best value for quality to price. And if you're looking for a more budget option with lots of features and good quality, the Anker C200 is probably your best option under $100. And in case you were wondering, you can use all of these webcams with Riverside. Before you enter a Riverside studio, you can choose your camera here, and all of these USB webcams will appear as an option as soon as they're plugged in. You can also choose the webcam to be your microphone input right here. So those are some of the best options for a standalone webcam that you can get to improve your video and audio quality. If you have any questions on what we discussed, leave a comment below this video. We'd love to answer you there. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Riverside channel. We have lots of content on podcasting, how to create a video podcast setup, automating your workflow, and even post-production tips. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next video.